Here we go. We're gonna go have a chat with Poppy. Oh. Oh yeah, she's in Hogsmeade, right? That's true. That's right. I knew that. There's bound to be like a metric shit ton, a slew, if you will, of side missions out about in the world as well.
But breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp.
You think?
I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
What if I want to keep it, though? I was kind of looking forward to a dragon omelet. That'd be kind of neat.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
It's my rugged good looks. He's trying to scout me for a modeling job he has in mind.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Well,
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Secret. Otherwise, I'm not gonna learn about a Kadabra just for you.
Like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
She can open what? My God, that is a glorious hat. I mean, the suit's kind of nice as well, I suppose, if you're into the whole, I don't know, 18th century pimp look. But the hat, though, the hat! Look at that thing. I have it. Good sir, good sir, good sir. Seriously. Yeah. Oh my God. I just went straight through him. He's a ghost! Run for your lives! Anyway. Shouldn't we, go find a dragon or something? Where do we find said dragon? Or did I just... Oh wait, maybe we have to actually, yeah, maybe we have to wait for an update on that. Oh, good enough for me. Back to Hogwarts. Gonna have get chewed out by someone's mom or other. God damn it, Natty. Why you always get me into trouble? Can we put the blame on Natty?
So frustrating.
Alright, let's hear it then.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, But you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabilaland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Yeah. What
So
she said.
frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal vial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Sounds like bullshit to me. But
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
there's a bit of a dirty joke in there about it being an animal that traditionally gets eaten a lot. But I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys to figure that one out on your own. Also, she's what, 15 or something? Seriously. Get a hold of yourselves. Goddamn perverts.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it.
I want to
She
be an
says that
animagus
no
too.
creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She
makes a
claims
fair
that
point.
she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled
Yes.
the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My
You
mother
let me
cannot
do
know
that.
where I am all the time.
I don't have parents.
Thank you for
here
being here
can,
during
you know,
that rather
stop me or
awkward
anything, so-
conversation.
Apparently, I mean, it hasn't really been touched upon, but I'm assuming I don't have parents at all, and if I do,
Off on another adventure, are
I
we?
don't give a flying fuck or something. I haven't even received any mail from them. Or anything. So, I'm assuming I'm an orphan or something. That would make sense. That would make sense. Let's see. What do we do next? We sorted that out. We had... Oh, I would imagine then that it's time to check on the many side missions that are no doubt hiding out here in the world. Doesn't look like there's any over here though, so let's have just a quick look around the world map to see if any has popped up. We might have actually done all of those. If that's the case, all we really have left is Hogsmeade. Oh, there is something on the world map. Clearly, something. What's this though? Oh yeah, this was interrupted by Professor Weasley. I received an owl mail from a Mr. Pierce Pemberton who is frustrated that I've been taking the moons from the demiguise statues. I should pay this man a visit in Hogsmeade. Let's do that. Sounds interesting enough.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
They will pay for this. Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Maybe. Let's go on him. Who knows? Might be vengeance time. Which would kind of ruin the whole concept, yeah? Kind of. One taking revenge for what the other has done, and then another revenge. It's a huge spiral, and it's never ending. An eternal legacy, if you will. Let's keep it going.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
That isn't gonna end well at all, is it? Would you look at that? A level up. Been a while since I got one of those. Pace of leveling has clearly dropped off since hitting level, what, 30 or some such? So what do we do with it? I suppose we can just grab the last one here, I suppose. Why not? There's nothing in particular I want from any of these other trees. I have all I want. Right, so... how are we doing quest-wise, then? There's still this damned key, though. But it's gonna require us to run around the castle like frickin' nut jobs, isn't it? I don't think you can actually see on the map if there's a key in the area or not. I don't think so. We can check, I suppose. No. No. Ooh. Doesn't look like it, no. Does not look like it. Plus there could be one up here or something. I don't know. I don't know. But supposedly there is a quest somewhere on the map. Somewhere. We just haven't seen it. No, I don't think there are any, I think I saw one of those infamous foes while flying about, but I didn't do anything about it. I figured I'd do that on stream, but I can't seem to find it. Wonder if they're timed or something. Nah, that can't be. They can't be freaking timed, can they? That would be dumb. Let's see. So where was I when I saw it, though? I was doing Merlin trials over here somewhere? Somewhere around these parts. Oh, well, I suppose we can just take a bit of a flyby over here just to see if we can see it or not.
Oh, there's a hole in my... You can't stop us.
Ah, fuck, I didn't mean to frickin' get in a fight with you guys. I have no interest in you lot.
Don't do try again, I beg.
Excuse me. I'ma leave. I'ma leave.
You're making this too easy.
Lord.
Revelio.
Ah, there it is. I see it. That's the one I was thinking about. What kind of infamous foe it's going to be, though? Oh, I would imagine it's a troll.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
It's alive. Yeah, it's alive!
Explain.
Whoops. Give me that.
Bovada.
Oh, doesn't work, does it? I don't think this guy, at least. Oh well. Let's go with the tried and tested ice combo. Oh dear. I think the trolls found me.
Bombarda. Glaciers.
Oh, whoops.
Potato. Stupid.
Me. I would like to get rid of this stupid walker. Oh, there's two of them. Wonderful.
Expelliarmus. Glaciers. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarda.
Ah, really? The toads are such a pain in the ass.
Potato. Stupid one.
Okay, that's that one dealt with. Actually, fuck you. Just die. Oh, not good enough. Oh boy.
Glaciers. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Really? How many shots does it take to kill a frickin' toad?
Bombarda.
need those reasons.
Glacius, Defender, Expelliarmus, Stupefy, Bombarder,
Expelliarmus. Curse that guy, at least he'll take a little bit of damage from me.
Glacius, Defender, Stupefy, Bombarder, Expelliarmus, Glacius.
Why not? Walk him in the face. Alright, how do I flip it in his face though? I don't know how that I haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, I don't think that'll do.
Bombarder, Expelliarmus, Stupefy.
Come on. Maybe when he does the overhand swing, I should probably try that.
Bombarder.
Assuming, of course, that he survives long enough for me to try. Fuck! I hit the wrong button. I'm an idiot.
Bombarder. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Really? Oh, forget that.
Potato. Stupefy. Bombarder. Stupefy. Flipendo.
Nope. Didn't see, did I? Maybe I think I actually hit the toad instead.
Bombarder.
Ah, fuck it. I don't care anymore. Just die already.
Flipendo.
Not sure he deserved to be an infamous foe or anything, but well, done.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
All right. Let's do that then. It's like a decent use of my time. Returning dragon eggs and whatnot.
A full day's work clears the mind, I say. My first employment was at Honeydews.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
She's been kidnapped.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
Leg knots in plimpies. I don't know what plimpies is, and I don't know what happens when they get leg knots. But I'm assuming it's bad.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
A little bit flew really high, though.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Alright. Do we go by broom or do we
Here
have
we
to
are.
walk?
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Yeah, but what if I keep it? That wouldn't make you as bad as the poachers. It would just make me a very a rare kind of cook, as I imagine there's not a whole lot of people that have had dragon omelet before.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Sorry, coming. Alright, good.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Did you expect the dragon to get lost?
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays.
She was
that
looking
way.
right at me, though.
At least until we've done what
Seriously.
we came
She was
to.
looking right at me.
Flipendo!
Doggy spin! All over, dog! Sit!
Arrest them.
Freeze! Good doggy!
Expelliarmus!
Spin, doggy!
Able to capture.
Play dead!
At least 10 usually.
There she is again. Reparo.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Well, it's not every day you see a fire-breathing lizard. It can fly.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Indeed.
Watch your step.
Must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Well, I haven't
Quiet,
fought a
what was
dragon
that?
before. Here comes Moby Dearest.
Well, there's no turning back now. Over
Wait
here!
here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
I don't know that any of those at any point that was considered
Watch
safe,
out.
but
It's her domain. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She doesn't make it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
I was about to say that myself, but
I don't suppose she listened to
you beat me
reason.
to it.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath her. I think we're close.
Oh, you fucking slowpoke.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Alright, let's sneak an egg in there.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Might have something to do with a dragon landing on them, or just, smashing them. I mean, it's just an amateur's guess. I wouldn't actually know.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Oh, hello to you too. Boy, if you eat that egg, I'm gonna be so pissed.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
And a
True.
dragon.
So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Granny, maybe? Oh, Granny? I wouldn't be too surprised.
How could I have been so blind?
Only I could invent
Alright, are we getting a follow-up on that, or are we done?
New instruments are in.
Are we done? Well, I suppose we go and have a chat with Sebastian then. Seeing as nothing else is going on here. Where is he then? He's over meow. Let's go have a chat with Sebastian.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
I mean, we shared some concerns, but I don't think I mentioned us coming here, at least, I think. Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I had imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay amid the turned-over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Well, maybe so. I'll take your word for it, I suppose. Ah, well, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Probably use Levioso, actually. Maybe use the transfiguration thing.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to...
I haven't tried it on anything other than a dummy yet. Ah!
Bombarder.
That is certainly one way of doing it. Right, I think we're gonna want some firepower for this here place.
Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
At least now we know we're not alone.
Accio. Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
It's true, though. They're much, much worse.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Yeah, I'm just curious, so... Okay, that one maybe was not justified. Just saying.
This room is taller than it looks.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, let's, Leviosa the boss. Oh, I do levitate the bastard as well, I suppose.
Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
I am rather brilliant. It is true. Except when it comes to puzzles. There you go.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Oh, money is nice. Not necessarily. Ah, right. I need to push this over. Boom! There's that path as well, of course. You know, I'm not sure this transfiguration thing is the transformation is all what it's cracked up to be. They don't actually die though.
Slip there.
Those were particularly gross. Let's kill him.
Protego! Stupid! Confringo!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Sure thing. I'm not sure this is gonna get us anywhere. Still though, good enough spot to find. I suppose that's part of a puzzle or anything, is it? Huh?
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Confringo!
It does, doesn't
There's something
it?
here by the altar.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay. But research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment. Learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Alright, so if I maybe try to reconstruct it. No? Does not quite seem to have any effect, does it? Alright. What the hell? What were you doing in there, you disgusting fucking beast? Oh, no, not Accio. Jesus Christ, not Accio. One that be nowhere close to me. Nowhere at all. Ugh.
Accio!
No more spooters in the box, please. Ah, more bones. Yes, more bones. We need more bones. But this is not enough bones. No, we need more bones. You can never direct that, though. Okay, so we have options. We do have options. But I imagine that reconstructing the bones is what we're trying to do.
Reparo.
Or not. Not. Alright, let's check the side room then. For fun.
Accio.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Oh, we got some more bones. Oh, what's that?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, we tried to reconstruct what? Right. Can we do that? Can we do that? I don't know if we can do that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I didn't actually mean to grab that one. I wanted to get these out. I don't want them stuck on the other side in case I need them.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What if I connect all? Can I do that? Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. Oh, well. Let's check this out.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Evidently.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
I was just thinking we could use the bones to build something here, but
Reparo.
oh, Lumos it is then. Let's see if we can't, maybe I could just do it with a single...
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio.
Like that.
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo.
Right. Burn, booyah. There we go. Just have to chuck enough many fireballs at it. And we can do some more pulling.
Accio.
Some more of these bones out here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Isn't this how you're supposed to do it? Oh, right. You were supposed to be able to bridge with it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
For some reason, I just want to do something with these little weird, funky spire thingies.
Leviosa.
Ah, dickens.
Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help.
I know. Just trying to...
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go.
Rickety bone complete.
More spooters, Matt.
Accio.
Well, we're back here. Not sure,
Revelio.
not sure what the point of that was, but... Can't really build a bridge here, though. It's not gonna work very well.
Accio. Leviosa.
Oh, would you look at that? Now it deigns to work. Just on a
Accio.
set of
Leviosa.
bony spikes. Ah, really? Slow bastard. Come on.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else.
Already.
It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Already done it. We're done.
There's more to this than even I imagined.
Let's get going. Ah, great. More spooters. I think we have what we want.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
I don't think learning the Imperious Curse is a good idea.
Really? But we've no idea what may lie ahead. But I shan't press you. I'll have your back no matter what we face in there.
Good for you, man.
Here we go.
We're
Something
playing as a
troubling
good
ahead.
guy here.
Be on your guard.
So, no.
Expelliarmus.
Wait, that's it?
Confringo.
I'll get rid of all this fucking gunk at least. There's more of the spooters over there. I see you, son of a bitch. I don't actually need more spider parts. I really do.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
Let's check the other side first.
Confringo.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Protego. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Stupid one. Stupid one. Repulsor. Stupid one. Stupid one. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Defender. Confringo. Protego. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Here's some of it. That has to be something.
Confringo. Protego. Melanie.
spiders can make such a mess?
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
That's a lot of spooters. I don't like that one bit. This doesn't seem to want to burn. Oh, I can just walk through it. Good. Wonderful.
Confringo!
I need to bombard the thing?
Bombarda!
Yep. That'll do it.
Accio!
Disgusting vermin!
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
I haven't even started thinking about the solutions to any puzzle we're talking about yet. Just exploring still at this point. Rats. How are there so many rats with this many
This
scooters
catacomb has
around?
suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Nothing else here. Oh! Let's head back to the other chamber then.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Alright. Oh, we got that one there. We need a Tetris piece.
Accio!
And we need one weird-ass cinnamon roll.
That worked. Keep going. Wingardium Leviosa.
And we got this here. That's,
Accio!
what, a Wiccan thing or some such. And we need... Sleeping Poliwhirl. Is it? There we go. Don't expect my thinking to make sense. You'll do yourself no favors whatsoever. And if you can see it when I say it, then well, you might just be in trouble. There is no method to this madness. It is just madness.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yep.
Accio.
Actually, just use these things. How about that? There we go. There's still one more to open, though.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Accio. Nicely done.
There. And we want the funky cookie cinnamon roll thingamadoodad. And it's empty. Why is it empty, though? That is hugely disappointing. Oh well.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
That's okay for you and all, but I'm thinking we got a big ass spooter.
Good for
us real soon, like. Or just a bunch of small ones. That works too.
Potato. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Springo. Tracy.
Ah. Oh, there's two pretty big ones.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I'm gonna want this one. There we go. Burn, you bastard!
Potato! Stupefy! Expelliarmus!
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. That was easy. Easy. Disgusting, but easy. More bone walls in it. What is this? What? Yeah.
Confringo!
I'm half expecting one of those
Dead end.
massive
Lovely.
mother
All that for nothing.
feckers to pop down on my head or something. Which would be, admittedly, fantastically disgusting. Traumatic something fierce. Lost relic illustration. The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizard kind, but the world. The dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Yeah.
Could it be?
You shouldn't use this.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
I don't think
I must keep this relic secret.
Great idea.
Especially from my uncle.
I do not think that this is a good idea. Oh no. That's ominous, isn't it?
Is that ominous?
Yep.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Alright. I would think we'd have a chat before we left, but... Am I going the right way here? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is the wrong way. Shocking that. And no, I am not lost. I'm merely exploring my
what
options.
happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I'm starting to think my word doesn't necessarily mean much.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Well, that backfired, didn't it? Not trying to worry him, I mean. Definitely backfired.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
I don't think Anne would appreciate you doing this, in all honesty. And I think you know that. This ain't about Anne, this is about you.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Yeah, I think. Ever strike you to just consider?
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Oh, that is indeed no good. Alright, I suppose.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Enough of this nonsense.
There's nowhere to
Expelliarmus! We have to fight! Cleanse
One less human to worry.
You're not with it.
Ow!
They'll retreat. Protego will make them retreat. I'm handling it.
I don't think you know. I won't rest.
A lot of attacks coming from every direction here. Ow! There we go. I'm thinking Accio might be a bad decision here.
You're not with me.
Be careful! Mine!
You've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
You fools! Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Oh, that's gonna bite you in the ass, isn't it?
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Could have used any other spell, dude. Any other.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
He's a bit too trigger happy with that. I mean, you don't just on reflex cast something you haven't used before, right? An incendio or something like that. That would have made sense and it would have been enough. But Imperio? Why would you pull that reflexively out of your butt? I'm not sure I buy that.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
He did save his sister. He did go too far. Both of these answers are correct. Both of these are true. But I am unsure as to which to pick here. He did go too far. This is very true. He could have saved his sister with any other spell.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
I don't want to get expelled on account of Sebastian not keeping his fucking wand in his pants. Yeah, that's no good at all. That's no good at all. Am I going to have to kill Sebastian, methinks? Yeah, a sneaky little Avada Kedavra in the night. Anyways, whatever happens with this, we're gonna have to find out in the next episode. Because this one dragged out quite a bit. Sorry about that. Regardless, thank you ever so much for swinging through, though. It is, as always, ever so much appreciated. And I do hope to see you in the next one. Till then, though,